All right, that was my whole rotisserie chicken that I placed into my large Ziploc bag. And we just got all of the good, yummy meat right off the bone, just using that simple shake method. I mean, look at how great that turned out. I'm gonna be placing this onto my grease 13 by 9, just like so, for this easy and delicious recipe. I'm gonna come in next with my broccoli florets. I love broccoli and chicken. Clearly Honey does as well. I'm just gonna go down onto my little grease 13 by 9. Ooh, it's a big piece of broccoli, because we love a good protein veg mix. You can feel free to do like a Brussels sprout, a green bean, and asparagus here, but I love broccoli, and it looked really good in the store when I picked this up. So we're just going in with maybe about half of that pound bag, just like so. You can kind of break these up into smaller pieces as well, but we're feeding an army over here, so I'm gonna keep them pretty big. Perfect. All right, and to top off our chicken and our broccoli, I have some delicious feta cheese crumbles. So I'm gonna go right down the center with that feta cheese. Make sure you get everything out of our little container here. And I have one additional feta doing the same thing. So we're using 2 of those containers for this easy little sheet pan dinner. And of course, we cannot forget our seasonings. I have just some traditional olive oil. We're gonna make sure that we get olive oil on top of all of our ingredients. Don't be shy. We wanna make sure we get everything nice and crisped up and cooked. And I think olive oil is just a great little seasoning that just adds that oomph. And because I am a spicy girl, we're gonna go in with our red pepper flakes. I'm gonna go over the entire sheet pan with all of our seasonings. You don't wanna skim, so be generous. So I'm just going over. You could also do a red chili powder or a paprika here, but I love a good red pepper flake. And we cannot forget our oregano. So same thing, we're going right over top our protein, our dairy, and our veg. The great thing about this recipe is you can totally switch up the protein, the cheese, and the veg. We all know I'm a garlic girly, so we're gonna go in with some garlic salt. And just a touch here, because that feta cheese does add a little bit of salt, and our rotisserie chicken is also pre-seasoned as well. So you don't wanna go too heavy on your salt. But I'm just going over, just like so, with that Morton garlic sea salt. And the last item that we're gonna be placing onto our sheet pan is some freeze-dried dill. I love using dill in like Greek kind of recipes. It's a great little addition. So I'm just going right over all of our delicious yumminess, just like so, before we place this into our oven for about 15-20 minutes at 350. Okay, we just took our broccoli feta chicken 1-pan meal out of the oven, and we're gonna go right on in. I have just a big tong, and we're just gonna start by mixing everything together and getting that well incorporated, just like so. Oh my gosh, if you could smell this. It's like Greeky, Mediterranean. It smells so good. That broccoli has like a little bit of a char on it. We have some crispy skin from our chicken, and that feta is like perfectly melted. So it's just really adhering to our protein and our veg. This is a great little weeknight dinner, sheet pan, super easy, super tasty. And I mean, who doesn't love a good rotisserie chicken? This is just kind of a way to elevate that. All right, I think that looks pretty good. We'll get this served up. We wanna make sure we have some of our chicken, some of our broccoli before we pop this onto our dinner table. I mean, look at how stunning that is. Oh, my mouth is absolutely watering. Good protein, veg, and of course, our dairy. Oh, I mean, dinner is served.